Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It's May 30th, coming up to the end of the month. We've seen quite a bit of selling over the last week or so. More guys looking at this. It is the end of the month, finding some profit taking. We've done some chart damage as far as the grains, but today, relatively quiet. We did open up lower for the grains, and that's about what we did. We sat there. July corn down 3 cents. December corn up 3. We'll get into that spreading in just a second. But then beans down 13.5 with November only down a half a cent. So a 13-cent spread there between old crop, new crop beans. And then wheat falling about 3 cents as well, following suit with corn. Spreads are a big thing today. Not a lot of news out there, so nothing really pushing the grains around or giving any sort of hope or any reasons to sell off. So spreaders were certainly getting in position, continuing doing what they're doing, and that's unwinding some of these spreads. That old crop, new crop spread in corn, July down 3, Dece up 3. We've been seeing that spread has narrowed in more than 50 cents in the last 7 sessions. That's pretty big, and we may see that even continue at these levels. But we need to find some kind of news to get this corn market, get it going again. The conditions last night were not the trick today. I did think we would start off and maybe even try to end higher with that, but we did drop 5% as far as conditions, sitting at 72% good to excellent. But that wasn't the case today for corn. And then in beans, a little bit of profit taking. We've seen this big move up in beans over the last few weeks. Now we're kind of chopping around. So we've got beans at least off of their lows, but still some concern out there. You still have talks. We did have a strike start today in Argentina. The Rosario port, one of their major exporting ports, there's a strike going on right now as far as their bean crushers, and that could support the bean market again if that does continue. We don't have a date where that's resolved. They're striking over money issues at this point. So it seems like they strike quite often, but that is typically supportive information, supportive news for the beans. Continue to watch that. The dollar, also another key indicator of why we're seeing commodities as a whole sell off. The dollar up another 53 cents today at 83.12. You've got good resistance at 83.60. If we take out that 83.60, we could be looking at that $87 to $88 range on the next upside target. But as I mentioned, the dollar being strong, this was more of a macro day today. Whereas the dollar is up, commodities are down. Crude oil falling down $3.25. That puts that at $87.50. This is the lowest level that we've seen since last October. So we've seen quite a pullback yet for energies. And if this dollar does continue to strengthen, we could see more coming out of these commodities in general. But there's still problems in Europe. Those still exist. Greek issues, Spain, what's going to be downgraded next, what's going to happen with the euro. A lot of uncertainty surrounds that. So the euro has been selling off. The dollar has been supported. But now we've got the dollar in an uptrend, especially if we take out 83.60. Going to look very good and could end up seeing that dollar continue. So keep that in mind here as we go into the next few weeks. But you also, I think tomorrow, be careful. We could end up seeing guys starting to talk about new month, new money. We typically do that. So we may get a little support here from that if guys start getting on that bandwagon. Cattle today down $1.45, 116.45 in June. More of an economic thing as far as the cattle at this point, just because if we start to see the economy pull back and we start to see some deflation there, we could see that concern or really affect cattle as well as hogs. So watch that as far as a demand issue. But box beef very supportive today. Choice up $1.24. Select up another 69 cents. But we do have show lists coming in a little bit larger this week. So it looks like we got more cattle coming to the table. So more for sale this week. And we'll see what trade looks like as well. As far as hogs, up $1.10. It's kind of a reverse roll. We saw hogs get battered last week. now we're starting to see them work a little higher. The June up $1.10 today at 87.45. But I think we are getting a little bit of support right now. Cash markets, though, have been working a little bit lower. Futures are the ones running up here at this point. So be careful with this rally. We may end up seeing this pull back here as we get closer to the end of the week. So a lot of information I've thrown at you guys today. Please feel free to give us a call with any questions you have. Reach us here at 800-262-7538 and check us out right here online, Allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today. Have a great rest of the week.